I have got to show you one of my favorite sweet treats right now, especially for the summertime. You don't have to even turn on the oven for this. They're basically like a Copycat Reese's egg, but slightly healthier because we're gonna add protein powder and fiber powder. Okay, all right, so we're gonna start with peanut butter. We need a cup of peanut butter. I'm just gonna use my natural Jif. A cup of peanut butter creamy. You can do natural, however you wanna do it, is totally up to you. Peanut butter going in. Now we need 3/4 cup almond flour. Right, almond flour going in. 3/4 cup. Maple syrup, good, pure maple syrup. I just got this guy, Sapjack. I think you can get it for $6 at Walmart. 1/3 cup. And in she goes. Vanilla extract for baking. And it's 1 teaspoon. I'm just gonna do a cupful, which I believe is a teaspoon, and you can do a little more if you want. I like to do just a little bit more. I like to do 2 teaspoons, but it doesn't call for it. A little salt, like half a teaspoon. I just do that. This is kind of an added thing that I do. I use my favorite whey protein powder, and then if you're not using some kind of fiber powder, you need to. We don't need much of this fiber powder, so we'll just do 2 spoonfuls. And then for the protein powder, and this one, guys, is so good, I'm gonna do 2 scoops, which is a serving size. Now we mix. Thing about these eggs though is they do get melty really quickly. You're gonna have to keep them in the fridge, maybe even the freezer, depending on how you want to eat them. But after we mix this mixture, we're gonna want it to harden a little bit so that they're more malleable and less sticky. So I'm gonna stick this bowl in the freezer for anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes. Make sure that it's pretty smooth. Okay, now we're gonna stick it in the freezer. We got our stuff out, our mixture out of the freezer. I left it in for like 15 minutes barely, but that's good enough. So I've got my pan here with my parchment paper, and we're just gonna start molding our eggs. I like it to be somewhat thin, so like something like that. Like a little chicken nugget. And if you feel like you got too much, you can just take it away and make it smaller. Super malleable. Now we're gonna stick them in the freezer for, again, another 15 to 30 minutes to get them really solidified so that we can coat them in the chocolate. We got our eggs out of the freezer. They're nice and stiff. I left them in for about 20 minutes or so, and I have melted my Tony's chocolate bar. I always melt my chocolate if I'm gonna do it in the microwave and not on a double boiler on the stove. Always 20-second increments. Ooh, and I wanted to remind you, we're also gonna use some sea salt. Well, this is Portuguese salt, but you wanna use a flaky salt, like Maldon would be fine, anything like that, because that's gonna be sprinkled on the egg right after we put the chocolate on. There we go. You're just gonna put it in, coat it as best you can, and then take it out without there being too many holes in the chocolate. You want it to coat as evenly as you can. And then, oh gosh, they're already solidifying. And then we're gonna start on the Tony's chocolate. This isn't dark chocolate. This is just regular chocolate, but you can use dark chocolate. You can do half and half. I'm just gonna stick these back in the freezer, take them out in 30 minutes to an hour. And in she goes. Okay, now we got them out of the freezer, and we're gonna go ahead and put them in our glass container. But before we do any of that, we're gonna bite into it. And I'm gonna do the one white chocolate with Tony's chocolate. Look at that. With the salt on top. And that break with the chocolate is perfect. I mean, come on. You don't need to go to the grocery store and get packaged junk. Just make your own junk. With protein. So go make them. Go make them and report back.